Namaste, yogis. Welcome to a class where we are going to really dive into our energetic bodies, right? So, we practice yoga not just for our muscles and our bones and our joints, but for our spirit, our emotions, and our energetic body. And our energetic body is such an important part of ourselves. That's really where we cultivate all of our motivation, right? All of it starts within our body and it can be moved outwards in the way of making change in your life. So, without further ado, let's get to know ourselves a little bit better. And we're going to start in Warrior Two. So, go ahead and place your right toes, turn them out away from yourself. That way, your leg is externally rotated, and your left foot will remain pointing towards the screen here. So you can widen your stance if you need. But what we're going to do here is really focus on paying close attention to what's going on within our body, within these different forces that we feel, drawing up, down, in, out. We're going to tap into that. So we're going to take it really slow, right? Sometimes less is truly more. And this is one of those instances when we're tapping into energy work. So when we start to dive into our warrior two pose and we bend our front knee, I want you to press your feet down into the ground. You're like, my feet are already there. Press them down, right? Really use your the pads of your toes, right? Not the toes themselves, but the pads on your foot, and press them down, press your heel down. And when you press your heel down, you might feel an engagement in your calf muscles. That is good. All right, so we're sending this energy down. We're being drawn down by this gravity, by the earth. And at the same time, I want you to feel this uplifting energy from the crown of your head, right? So we have this downward energy from our feet and also from our pelvis. So if you think about your spine, the base of your spine and your tailbone is going to be drawing down. There, you're going to feel some engagement in your core, right? That helps with that downward energy. And then you're going to feel this lifting up through the rib cage, lifting up through the chest, and even through the back. Sometimes we like to squeeze our shoulders together too much. We want to have our shoulders back, but our lats down. That way we still have space between our shoulder blades. Good. So from here, we're going to reach our arms straight out. Feeling our feet down, feeling our tailbone grounded, reaching down as our shoulders, our head, the tops of our hands are reaching up. Good. Feel into those opposing energies. Feel that spaciousness that creates. It's like being pulled in both directions in a beautiful way. Now we're going to pay attention to our arms. So I want you to feel like you're pressing down on something. Act like if I came and put my hand underneath yours, that you'd be pressing down on my hand, right? Feel that engagement that happens in your back body. And then at the same time, I want you to act like you're pushing up. If I came and put my hand on top, that you'd be trying to resist my hand pushing down on you, right? So feel that super engagement, those pushing up and pushing down at the same time. Notice the energy of those opposing forces. Good. So from this grounded state, I want you to breathe out completely. Let your body sink down, let your pelvic floor sink down. And then as you inhale, I want you to feel your pelvic floor draw up as you begin to straighten your leg, straighten your arms, reaching up that energy to the sky, right? Exhale, we're going to come back down to our warrior two. Release your pelvic floor, soften into the ground, pressing down. And then as you inhale, draw up, the energy starts to move up from your feet to your pelvis, all the way up to your fingertips. Feel tingling in your fingertips. And as you exhale, witness that energy go all the way back down into your feet, into the ground. Good. So we're going to follow it through our whole body. Inhale, the energy draws up through the ground, through our legs, spine, all the way up to our fingertips. Exhale, all the way back down our spine, into our legs, into the ground. Good. Inhaling up. Close your eyes. Really sink into the sensations of this energy moving throughout your body, and exhale. Take your time. If you need to move a little bit faster for your breath, go for it. Move with your breath. That's what's the most important part of this. If any thoughts, judgments come into your mind, just acknowledge them and simply come back to your movement, back to your breath, back to this feeling and recognition of this energy moving up and down your spine, up and down your body. Notice what sensations, if you feel tingling, heat, what is there? Come with a curious eye, not trying to expect anything to happen, simply observing what is. Good. And when you're ready with done with this round, just release this practice. So this is a very simple but powerful way to tune into your energy. So even though it is one movement, there's so many parts of ourselves that we can become aware of. And when we first start this practice, we're not aware of very much, right? We might be aware of the movement of our knee. But as you do and practice this more and more, you'll notice that you can really sense the energy moving up and down your body. And this is not just a frou-frou energy, right? This is powerful, real energy that you harness. So try it on the other side. Do this again a few times, and then tune into my next video that I'll be posting next week, upcharging your energy on a little bit of a deeper level and using our yoga poses. So thank you for joining. See you next week. Namaste.